Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mr. Daily English, the podcast where we help you speak English naturally, confidently, and beautifully every single day. I'm Amelia.
And I'm Michael. It is so wonderful to be here with you again today. Amelia, how are you feeling today?
I am feeling absolutely fantastic, Michael, and I think today's topic is one of the most important and practical topics we have ever covered on this podcast. Today, we are learning how to talk about yourself in English.
Oh, I love this topic so much because think about it. Every single day in English, you are asked to talk about yourself. When you meet someone new, when you go for a job interview, when you join a new class, when you travel to a new country, the very first thing people want to know is who you are.
Exactly. And so many English learners freeze completely in that moment. They know English grammar, they understand when they read and listen, but when someone says, "Tell me about yourself," their mind goes completely blank.
That is such a common experience, and today we are going to fix that completely. By the end of this episode, you will know exactly what to say, how to say it, and how to sound completely natural and confident when talking about yourself in English.
We will cover introducing yourself, talking about where you're from, your family, your job, your hobbies, your personality, and so much more. So get your notebook ready and let's get started.
Amelia, let's start with the absolute basics. How do you introduce yourself naturally in English?
Perfect starting point. The most common situation is when you meet someone for the very first time. Here are the most natural and friendly ways to introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Amelia. It's so nice to meet you. Hello, I'm Michael. Great to meet you. Hey, I'm Amelia, but everyone calls me Amy. Hi there, I don't think we've met before. I'm Michael. Nice to meet you. I'm Amelia. And you are?
Those are so natural. And notice how we always follow the introduction with something warm and friendly, like, "It's so nice to meet you," or "Great to meet you." This makes the conversation feel immediately comfortable and open.
Exactly. And here are natural responses when someone introduces themselves to you. Nice to meet you too. Great to meet you. I've heard so much about you. What a lovely name. Where does it come from? So good to finally put a face to the name. The pleasure is all mine.
Oh, I love "the pleasure is all mine." That sounds so elegant and confident. It is a slightly more formal response, but it works beautifully in any situation.
Now, let's practice a quick introduction conversation. I will be meeting Michael for the very first time at a community event. Hi there. I don't think we've met before. I'm Amelia.
Oh, hello. I'm Michael. It's so nice to meet you, Amelia. Are you new to this area?
Yes, actually. I just moved here about a month ago. I'm still getting to know everyone and everything around here.
Oh, how exciting. Well, welcome to the neighborhood. I hope you're settling in well.
Thank you so much, Michael. Everyone has been so incredibly warm and welcoming. I already feel right at home.
Did you notice the natural flow of that conversation? Key phrases. "I don't think we've met before." A very natural way to start an introduction. "Are you new to this area?" A friendly follow-up question. "Settling in well" means adjusting comfortably to a new place. "Feel right at home" means feeling very comfortable and welcome.
Now, Michael, after introducing your name, the very next thing people usually ask is where you're from. How do we talk about this naturally in English?
Great point. Here are the most natural phrases for talking about where you're from. "I'm from Bangladesh originally. I was born and raised in Dhaka. I was born and raised in a small town called Sylhet. I'm originally from Bangladesh, but I currently live in London. I come from a small village in the countryside. I've lived in 3 different cities in my life. I moved to this city about 2 years ago for work."
And here are natural follow-up phrases to make the conversation more interesting. It's a beautiful country with incredible food and culture. The people there are so warm and friendly. I miss it a lot, but I love where I am now, too. It's a very different lifestyle from what I grew up with. Moving here was one of the best decisions I ever made.
Now let's practice with a real conversation. This time, imagine 2 people sitting next to each other on a long flight. So where are you headed today?
I'm flying back home to Bangladesh, actually. I've been living in Canada for the past 3 years for my studies.
Oh, wow, that is quite far from home. Where in Bangladesh are you from originally?
I was born and raised in Dhaka, the capital city. It's such a vibrant and busy place, completely different from the quiet life here in Canada.
I can imagine. What do you miss most about home?
Honestly, the food and the people. Nothing compares to home-cooked Bangladeshi food. And the warmth of the people there is just something truly special that you cannot find anywhere else in the world.
That sounds absolutely wonderful. I've always wanted to visit Bangladesh someday. You make it sound like an incredible place.
You should absolutely go. You will not regret it for a single moment. The hospitality alone will completely blow your mind.
Beautiful conversation. Key phrases from that dialogue. Where are you headed today? Casual, natural way to ask someone's destination. For my studies, simple way to explain why you moved somewhere. Vibrant and busy, great adjectives to describe a lively city. Nothing compares to means something is the absolute best. Blow your mind means something will amaze you.
Now let's talk about one of the most personal and common topics, your family. People love to ask about family when getting to know you. So how do we talk about family naturally in English?
Here are very natural phrases for talking about your family. I come from a large family. I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters. I'm an only child, so growing up, it was just me and my parents. I'm very close to my family. We talk every single day. My parents have been married for over 30 years. I have a younger brother who is studying engineering at university. My older sister is my absolute best friend in the whole world. Family means everything to me.
And here are natural phrases when someone asks about your family. Tell me about your family. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Are you close with your family? Do you come from a big family? What do your parents do for work?
Now let's do a real conversation about family. 2 new friends are having coffee together and getting to know each other better.
So, Michael, tell me a little about your family. Are you close with them?
Absolutely. Family is everything to me. I come from a medium-sized family, just me, my parents, and my younger sister, but we are incredibly close. We talk on video call almost every single evening.
That is so lovely. It's wonderful to have that kind of connection with your family, especially when you're living far away from home.
It really is. My parents have been married for 32 years, and they're honestly my biggest inspiration in life. They worked so hard to give my sister and I the best possible opportunities.
That is so beautiful, Michael. You can really hear the love and respect you have for them when you talk about them. What about your sister? What is she like?
She's honestly my best friend. She's 3 years younger than me, and she's currently studying medicine at university. I'm so incredibly proud of everything she's achieving.
She sounds amazing. You must miss her a lot being so far away.
Every single day. But we make it work. We send voice messages, we video call, we share funny videos with each other. Distance is hard, but it makes the time together so much more precious.
Such a warm and natural conversation. Key phrases: family is everything to me, shows how much you value family. Incredibly close means you have a very strong relationship. My biggest inspiration, the person who motivates you most. I am so incredibly proud of, expressing pride in someone you love. Makes the time together so much more precious.
Now, Amelia, let's talk about how to discuss your work and education in English. This comes up in almost every conversation when meeting someone new.
Absolutely. Here are natural phrases for talking about your job. I work as a teacher at a local school. I'm currently working in marketing for a tech company. I run my own small business from home. I'm a freelancer. I work for myself. I'm currently between jobs and looking for new opportunities. I'm working in the healthcare sector as a nurse. I've been working in this field for about 5 years now.
And for education, I studied English literature at university. I have a degree in computer science. I'm currently doing my master's degree in business. I graduated 2 years ago and went straight into the workforce. I'm a self-taught programmer. I learned everything online. Education has always been a top priority for me and my family.
Now let's practice with a real conversation, this time at a professional networking event.
So, Amelia, what do you do for work?
I am an English teacher, actually. I have been teaching for about 6 years now, and I absolutely love it. What about you, Michael?
That's wonderful. Teaching is such an important and rewarding profession. I work in digital marketing for a startup here in the city. It's fast-paced and sometimes stressful, but I find it really exciting.
Oh, that sounds fascinating. How long have you been in that field?
About 4 years now. I studied business and communications at university and then went straight into marketing after I graduated. I've learned so much along the way.
That's great. Did you... Now, Michael, one of the most fun parts of talking about yourself is sharing your hobbies and interests. This is where conversations really come alive and connections are made.
Absolutely. Here are natural phrases for talking about your hobbies. In my free time, I love reading, especially biographies. I'm really passionate about photography. I enjoy hiking and spending time in nature whenever I can. I've been playing the guitar for about 10 years. I'm really into cooking. I try a new recipe every weekend. I love watching documentaries about history and science. Traveling is my biggest passion in life. I'm a huge football fan. I never miss a match.
And here are natural questions to ask someone about their hobbies. What do you like to do in your free time? Do you have any hobbies or passions outside of work? What do you do to unwind after a long day? Are you into sports or more of an indoor person? What was the last book you read?
Now, let's do a real fun conversation about hobbies. Two friends are hanging out on a lazy Sunday afternoon.
So, Michael, what have you been up to lately? Any new hobbies or interests?
Actually, yes. I've recently gotten really into photography. I bought my first proper camera about 3 months ago, and I've been completely obsessed ever since.
Oh, how exciting! What kind of photography do you enjoy most?
I mostly love street photography, capturing real everyday moments of ordinary people going about their lives. There's something so beautiful and honest about it.
That sounds absolutely wonderful. I would love to see some of your work someday. What about before photography? What did you do in your free time?
I used to be really into running, actually. I ran 3 half marathons in 1 year, but then I had a knee injury and had to take a long break. Photography kind of filled that creative space for me.
It is amazing how one door closes and another one opens. What about you, Amelia? What are you passionate about outside of teaching? I'm absolutely obsessed with cooking. I try a completely new recipe from a different country every single weekend. Last week, I made authentic Japanese ramen completely from scratch, and it turned out incredible.
No way, that is so impressive. You'll have to make it for me someday.
Absolutely. Consider it done. So much fun. Key phrases. What have you been up to? Casual, friendly way to ask what someone has been doing. Completely obsessed means you love something very deeply. Going about their lives. People doing their normal, everyday things. One door closes and another one opens. When one thing ends, something new begins. From scratch, making something completely by yourself from the very beginning. Consider it done, a confident, fun way to say, yes, I will definitely do that.
Amelia, now let's cover something really important. How to describe your own personality in English. This comes up in job interviews, on dates, when making new friends, everywhere.
Here are natural phrases for describing your personality. I would describe myself as a very positive and optimistic person. I'm quite introverted. I recharge by spending time alone. I'm naturally curious. I love learning new things all the time. I consider myself a very empathetic and caring person. I tend to be very organized and detail-oriented. I'm quite ambitious. I always set high goals for myself. I'm a very loyal and reliable friend. I have a very good sense of humor. I love making people laugh.
And here's how to ask someone about their personality naturally. How would you describe yourself? What kind of person are you? Would you say you're more of an introvert or extrovert? What do people usually say about you? What is your best quality, do you think?
Now let's do our final real conversation. This one is a classic job interview situation where someone has to answer the famous question, tell me about yourself.
So, Amelia, thank you so much for coming in today. Let's start with the most important question. Can you tell me a little about yourself?
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Amelia, and I'm originally from Bangladesh. I moved to this city about 2 years ago to pursue my career in education. I've been working as an English teacher for 6 years, and I'm truly passionate about helping people find their voice in English.
That is wonderful. How would you describe yourself as a person and as a professional?
I would describe myself as someone who is deeply empathetic, highly organized, and genuinely passionate about what I do. I care deeply about the people I work with, and I always go above and beyond to make sure they feel supported and valued.
I like that very much. What do you think is your greatest strength?
I think my greatest strength is my ability to connect with people and make them feel comfortable. Whether it's a nervous student or a challenging colleague, I genuinely believe that real understanding begins with real human connection.
Beautiful answer. And what about outside of work? What kind of person are you?
Outside of work, I am a very curious and creative person. I love cooking, traveling, reading, and trying new things. I have a good sense of humor, and I truly believe that laughter makes every difficult journey so much more enjoyable.
I completely agree with that. Well, Amelia, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you today.
The pleasure is entirely mine. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity.
Perfect interview conversation. Key phrases: pursue my career, to actively work toward professional goals. Find their voice, to discover confidence in expressing yourself. Go above and beyond, to do more than what's expected. Real understanding begins with real human connection. A beautiful and memorable phrase. The pleasure is entirely mine. A warm and elegant way to end a conversation.
Before we finish, let's give everyone some extra bonus phrases for talking about yourself naturally in English.
Describing yourself positively. I'm a people person. I love being around others. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm very open and honest. I'm a glass half full kind of person, always optimistic. I'm a lifelong learner. I never want to stop growing. I give everything I do 100%.
Ending a conversation about yourself gracefully. But that's enough about me. I'd love to hear about you. That's a little bit about me anyway. There's always more to discover. I feel like I've been talking about myself too much. Your turn. So that's my story in a nutshell. What about yours?
Oh, I love in a nutshell. That means in a very short and summarized way. It's such a useful and natural expression in English.
Absolutely. Use it all the time, and people will be so impressed by how naturally you speak.
And that's a wrap on today's incredible episode. Let's do a quick recap of everything we covered.
Basic self-introduction phrases, talking about where you're from, discussing your family naturally, talking about your job and education, sharing your hobbies and interests, describing your personality confidently, a full job interview conversation, and bonus phrases to end conversations gracefully.
Now, I want to hear from every single one of you. Comment below right now. Introduce yourself in English. Tell us your name, where you're from, and one hobby you love. We read every single comment.
And if today's episode helped you even a little bit, please give it a big like, subscribe to Mr. Daily English, and share it with one friend who's learning English right now.
Sharing our podcast truly helps us reach more people and helps more English learners around the world find their confidence and their voice.
Remember, talking about yourself is not showing off, it's connecting. It's how friendships are built, how careers are launched, and how lives are changed. So speak up, speak proudly, and tell the world your story.
Goodbye to everyone. You're doing something truly remarkable every single day. We are so proud of every one of you.
See you in the next episode. Keep practicing, keep connecting, and keep speaking English like an absolute pro.